Hey yo, what it do? TG is back with another banger, you know what I'm saying? I know I haven't posted in like 2 months, but hey, I'm back. You can't be mad about that. But I just want to say thank you for the 300 subs, and let's just get right into this fucking video. I know this is my first time doing this, but I'm just gonna do like a little story time, you know what I'm saying, about when I took one for the team, for my stepbrother. This was probably like around 3 years ago. I was a freshman and I was 14. No, I was like 13 or 14 years old at this time. This was like around November, and I live in Vegas, so we were visiting this place called the Adventure Dome. It's like an amusement park indoors, and I went with my stepbrother because I was bored. We had nothing else to do, and we go on this ride, and there's some girls there, and we're checking them out. And no, it was one girl actually. And at the time, I didn't think she was that bad. I probably thought she was like a 9 out of 10 at the time, but I don't really think of much of her now. But we'll talk about that. But just to get right into it, so we were just checking her out the whole time, and she was just checking us out too. And we were just, I don't know, it just like we had signals and stuff, and I thought she was checking me out more. And we finally had the courage to like go up to her and ask if she wanted to go on a couple rides with us. And she said she was down, so we were starting to head out, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm waiting for my friend though. She's in the bathroom." And I was like, "Okay, okay." And we're thinking it's gonna be like another bad chick. She comes out, man. She was definitely not my type. I'm just let you know, she was probably like a cool 1 out of 10. And if you get offended by that, there's literally something fucking wrong with you. Like, I'm sorry, but there is. But you know, I was just disappointed. I was just trying to have a good time. And I wasn't really doing nothing that day. And so she comes out, and I'm just like, ah. And we go to the movies like that. There's like a 4D like section in the movies, and we're walking over there, and the pretty girl, she walks towards my brother, and I was just like, ah. And then they started talking, and that led the other girl to come and talk to me. And all she was doing is asking me questions, oh, where I'm from, all this stuff. And we're waiting in the line, and the lady comes out and lets people in, and we get all the way to the front of the line, and it's us four, and she's like, oh, we need two more people to come inside. And everybody, like a group of two. My stepbrother looks at the girl, and they say, oh yeah, we can go. Is it all right if we leave you? And I was just like I was shaking my head, but I was like, fine, sure. So they left me alone with her while we were waiting in line. It was just me and her in the line, nobody else. It was just me and her by myself. And so I didn't really want to talk to her, so I was just on my phone texting everybody in my contacts, everybody on my Snapchat. I'm on Snapchat texting every single person. Text, can you talk to me? Can you talk to me right now? I'm bored. I got nothing to do. And she's like, oh, you got Snapchat? And I was like, oh, yeah, I do. And she was like, can I add you? And I was like, oh, like my phone's about to die, and I don't really remember the name. I was about to get off my phone, and I had an Android, so my phone was pretty ass. And she was just like, oh, I can just scan your snap code. And I was just like, oh, fuck. But she grabs my phone, puts the snap code and scans it and adds me. Never added it back. But she was just talking to me about being in living in Compton, I think. Yeah, living in Compton and stuff. It was just stuff I didn't really was paying attention to. I was just trying to get it over with. And we finally get in. We're sitting down. I sit all the way at the end, and she sits next to me. And she tells me to put because you have the seatbelt because the seats moved, and she told me if I can put her seatbelt on. And I was like, what? You can do that. I'm sorry. I've already put my seatbelt on. I ain't gonna try to put my seatbelt off and put on hers. It was honestly fucking weird. And so the video starts, or whatever, the movie, whatever you want to call it. And I'm sitting there, I put my arm on the armrest, and she puts her arm on the same armrest, and she's getting close. I'm just like, God, I just, I just moved her hand out the way, and she started getting all touchy, and she put her hand on my thigh, and I was like, bruh. I was like, get your hand out of there. Like, I slapped her. Like, I didn't slap her hand, but like I tapped it. And so she's like, she put her hand away, bro, and it was awkward as fuck the rest of the time. And so the movie ends. We get up and we leave, and I see my stepbrother right there with the girl, and they want to go on a few more rides. So they want to go on the Ferris wheel. So we're going on the Ferris wheel. We wait in line. We get to the front, and they're like, hey, let's go by ourselves again. I was like, no, 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 no. Please, I don't want to be by myself right now. And they're like, why? Like, why not? And I was like, I'm trying to get to know everybody, all of us together. Like, let's all be friends. And they're like, okay. And so we all went into the Ferris wheel together. Once we all get on the Ferris wheel. I'm just on my phone the whole time. I'm honestly I'm not trying to be there. Like, I've never wanted to like leave somewhere so bad. And Adventure Dome, I like going there. So, you know, for me to want to leave that, like, it was this horrible situation. They were trying to play heads up, and I just didn't feel like playing. I was just on my phone, and they were like asking me while I was so quiet and stuff. And I was pouting the whole time. I ain't gonna cap. Like, I was hoping my stepbrother would realize so we can get out of there. And so we go to the go-karts, and like my brother and that other girl getting all like huggy and like touchy and stuff, and I'm like, in my head must be nice, like I'm with this girl and she's like keeps trying to talk to me, and I'm like just sad. I'm just like, I'm not trying to be mean to her, but like I'm not interested, bro. And like obviously she was interested. I wasn't looking for all that, and she just made me really uncomfortable. And they asked me like, what's wrong? And I was just like, I'm tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. I don't feel good. My stomach hurts. And so they're like, okay, this is going to be the last ride we go on the go-karts. We go to the go-karts. She wants to sit fucking next to me in the go-kart. Like, let me drive by myself. I just said, hey, I can't sit with you. I want to drive by myself. I'm sorry. And so she went somewhere else. I don't know why she wanted to sit with me in the first place. Like, it was pretty fucking weird. And so we get out, and we finally say goodbye to them, and we're on our way out. And I'm just like sad, bro. Like, I was just like, let's go. I called my mom to pick us up. We're walking out, and he was like, you know what? You took one for the team, and he gave me like a $25 GameStop card, and he bought me some Subway. Um, can I say it's worth it? I don't know. Was it worth it? I couldn't tell you honestly. If I could be honest, I don't know. I mean, I can't remember what I even got with the Xbox gift card. It was so long ago. But that's how I ended it. I took one for the team. It was literally the worst time of my life. I hope I don't have to do that ever again. I wish I don't do that again. But hey, that's gonna cap off this video. Let me know if you like these story times, or if you want me to do something else, like react to the comments of my most popular video, or just like Q&A or something. Just let me know in the comments. But I'll catch you guys later. Peace.